Alright, so I'm working on the Restock tool. What is the purpose of this tool? The purpose of the Restock sheet tool from RASTools is to make it easier to keep logs of what you restock and what you scrap and core and all that. But also it's mainly for the pain point of when you restock something and something goes wrong and you can't find it and you want to know who restocked it, when and where, looking it up in PowerLink is a pain in the butt, and you have to search up the part, and then it loads. It takes forever to load PowerLink, and then it loads the list. You get this long list of actions, and it has a lot of auto actions in between. So you got to scroll to this information dense fucking thing of, and it's a pain in the butt. So doing that is just a pain in the butt. This will keep a clear log of who restocked what where and who updated it in the system, so it's easier to find who did what when. And it also just keeps a running history, so if a part is missing from the location, it's easier to find out who did what wrong and what possibly went wrong. Did they do a typo? Was it that? Like that happens all the time on the regular stock sheets, but we usually have to go through a paper list and cycle back through days until we find the right day, look through the list. Instead, now we can just type in the interchange stock number and get what we're looking for. So it's just a simplified log of that. It's got some simple metrics. It's going to have an activity log. It's going to have all that, blah, blah, blah. It has its own mobile view app, which I'll demonstrate after this. I just wanted to give a quick, brief explanation of what the app does in general. So it's just a simple tool to replace the physical stock sheets that we already use. So any user on their mobile phone could be anywhere in the warehouse, restock a part, instead of write it down, just add it to the sheet, and then management or whoever handles updating it in the system. When they do that later, they just can go on the computer, look at what's been done by who, and add it into the system. It's that simple. So this is a simple demonstration of the Restock tool. It's a tool to replace your physical stock sheets of parts that various users in your warehouse put away. It's meant to be smart and just keep logs and make it easy for you to find what you need to find. So here you see it. We're on the Restock tool here. We're on a mobile view. If you were on a computer, it would automatically show you something else. We'll get to that later. For now, we'll look at the mobile view, which is what is going to be used by a majority of the users, which is just to add the parts in of what where they're updating the location to that they restocked the part, or if they scrap/core the part and it needs to be blown out of the system. You got your interchange number field, your stock number field. You can choose what side the part is, and you can look up it in the location of where you're restocking the part. You can choose if you're scrapping or coring the part, which obviously doesn't require a location. So your interchange field, you can type 300 or you can type the full interchange. You can type N2167, so that's the stock number. You can see it auto formats the stock number with the 0 in the front, which is great. You can put it to location X-01. We'll restock it. You'll see it adds it to this running list, which I already have some stuff here from testing over the various days. So it's a little bit smart too. So if you type like N2167, which is a stock number, into the interchange number field, and you click to the next field, and it'll be like, hey, that doesn't look like that's where that belongs. It'll ask you if you want to keep it where it is or move it to the correct field, the stock number field. You'll click stock number, moves it. Does the same thing if you type what looks like an interchange into the stock number, so you can properly adjust quickly and on the fly. It's also good for adding multiple parts to the same location, especially like, say, for us in our warehouse, we stock two trannies in like a T case or a carrier assembly all in one location at the same time. So to quickly update that, you could say a 400, we'll say stock number L1392. We'll say we're going to put it into location H-21. Add the entry. Now look, we get this add another part to same location notification. So now is it a different interchange or the same interchange? So we want to add another transmission to that same location. We'll click same interchange. We'll do the next stock number, P1392. Add entry. Boom. Now say we want to add that T case on top. Tie it all together in that one location. So we do different interchange. we can type 412. Then we can type the stock number. Oh, 1421, sure. We'll click add entry. Bang. Now they're all three are added to the same location, H21, H21, H21. So that's pretty much it. That's the simplicity of it. You got your scrap and core, same thing. You just add it in 2167. I think we already used that. 2169. No side, it's an engine. Add, boom, added successfully. We got the scrap in there. So now we'll go over to the desktop view and see how that works on the processing side. So this is the processing screen. So this is, if you were on a desktop computer and you loaded up the Restock tool, this is what you would see. You'll see you got your page header at the top with an activity log button. We'll get to that later. You come down, you'll see you have your search and filter, and you'll have an add entry form if you need to use it. I don't see that being used very often, but I added it just in case. You have today's activities, so you can see parts restocked by the users and parts processed today. I've been doing some testing, so there's some stuff here already. You have, this is your main list where you see everything that needs to be updated. You see your interchange, what side it is, what stock number, and where it needs to be moved to. And then you have your remove from inventory list, so that's anything that was marked as scrap/core that needs to be taken out of inventory. Then you come down to the bottom, you have everything that was completed this week, so you'll see a running list of everything done this week. You'll see I did one on November 15th and one November 18th, which is today. And then you go to older completed, and you'll see older entries, older than 7 days. That's pretty much it for the main view of it. So when you're updating, you can just click mark as processed as you update. It'll pop up down in the list below as completed. You can do the same thing, obviously, for scrap/core. So you took it out of inventory, so you'll mark it as complete. Boom. You have your shift, you have your multi-select, so you can just update, click, or you can just update a whole bunch of locations that are in view, and then you can hold down shift and click and select all of them. You click mark all as processed, it'll all pop up in the completed below. You have your search and filter up in the top left. So let's say you wanted to find, let's look up a random stock number, K1239. It says there's one found matching part in older completed. So you come down to older completed, you scroll down, you'll see it's filtered down to just that result. You can see A White on November 15th put 400 K1239, restocked it to location A86. Simple, it tells you when it was created, so when the user marked they restocked it, and when it was processed. If you come back up to the top, you have the activity log. You can see everything everybody did today. 10 restocks, 2 scraps, 4 processes. Only 1 user did stuff today. You can go to this week or even this month, and you can see all the users and the top performers, how many actions they performed. You can see all that same information, but for the whole month, you have over here your whole activity feed, which tells you everything the user did. You'll have search and filter as well, so you'll be able to filter down the results to find what you're looking for. So it'll just show, like, you could do, see, we got L1392 here, so let's say we were looking for that, L1392. It'll filter that down. If there was multiple L1392s, you could just type the 400 and it'll filter down just for the 400. But it tells you everything that the users do, both in the app and on the processing side. So it tells you if they removed it, like say they added a part that they going to restock or scrap or core, and then they removed it from the app. It'll tell you that. It'll tell you I restocked this part to this location. It'll tell you that this person processed this part to this location. Or if a person uses the bulk select, it tells you they did bulk action, and it tells you what they did the bulk action to do for each part to what locations. And that's pretty much it. It's just a simple tool to make it easy for you to log restocks by any user in the warehouse and have either a designated person or people who update the system for the inventory, and they can easily find history if they need to see what a user said they did with the part. That's pretty much it for this tool. I hope you enjoy.